We are live. Peace and blessings, family. This is your brother Yahya from my iconic imprint. You are looking at another episode of Buried in a Shallow Grave. We're going to tune out some of that echo so that you're able to hear me clearly. And we're going to keep right on rolling. This is my first time doing this without using my headphones. So you guys let me know if everything sounds good to you on your end, okay? And I'll try to keep the volume constant throughout the video. I'm going to petition some of you to, first of all, listen to this video, and I want you to look inside yourself tonight and answer these questions for yourself.
God never tries you by what you don't like. God tries you by the things that you love. And then when you love something, God wants to know, do you love it more than me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
If you do, you're not worthy of me.
Yes, sir.
And in this book, the Quran, it says, those of you who love your mothers, your fathers, your near of kin, business whose dullness you fear. If you love anything more than Allah, then you are not worthy of Allah.
Right.
So then Allah will try you by your business. He'll try you by your husband, try you by your wife, try you by your children, try you by your disciplines, try you by the thing you love most.
Right. Go ahead.
He may ask you, give it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For me.
Give it up.
All praise is due to Allah. And I just want to say, you're not just here to just listen to someone rant. Excuse me, family. It's either a fly that got in here or a mosquito. But to feel this message. Feel it, because what we're about to break down isn't just theory, okay? And I'm going to try to prove it by this video. And I'm going to try to prove it by delivering you some truth. And I know you can't see it, or maybe you do. This scene in our series is titled Tactics versus Strategy. Tactics versus strategy. And we'll get to that in a minute. And this makes the biggest difference between your movement and your progress. Between noise and nation building, family. And before we dive in, take a second, family, to just think about what we just watched. It's about God, and when He tries you, He doesn't try you by what you don't like. He tries you by the things that you love. And then when you love something, God wants to know, do you love it more than me? If you do, you're not worthy of me. To me, those are some very, very, very powerful words. And before we dive in, I just want you to take that into consideration, because we're about to get deep, family. Share this with someone who you might think needs it, and subscribe if you haven't already, because this conversation is too important to keep ourselves away from it. So you might say, okay, you said the title is Tactics versus Strategies. What's the difference between tactics and strategy? Ooh, that's a really good question. And if you already know the answer, would you put the answer in the comment section? I just want to thank Oscar E. I want to thank Zola Bood. I want to thank Jamie Hayes. I want to thank Albie Dad. I want to thank PK. I want to thank Nick Wiltshire. I want to thank Killer YT. I just want to thank all of you for becoming subscribers. And it really isn't about, those things for me. However, I am very, very appreciative of it because my growth is a result of hard work. And it also is a result of the message that I'm carrying, which is not my message. It is the message of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And as I learn it, I grow and I move into the message of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You begin to wear that message, and as you wear it, people begin to see your growth, and they want to know as well how you came into this type of knowledge and understanding. And our job, our duty, is to do just that, deliver that message. But it doesn't just stop, with religion. It starts there. And it's way, way beyond just what we consider to be religion, because we need to know something about the thinking of God. So imagine, a strategy, family, is your master plan. It's the big picture, the vision of where you're trying to go. A tactic is it's a single move. And that single move that you make is the move that will get you there. Okay? That's tactic. But here's the mistake many of us make. We think being busy equates or equals progress. We master tactics, family. Protests, hashtags, campaigns. But do we really know where we're going? And let me ask you something. Are your daily actions moving you closer to your vision, or just keeping you in a lot of motion? I wanna share something with you about a man named Willie Lynch.
And now they have to deal with the black Jesus.
Excuse me, family. Not the right one.
And now they have to.
I want to show you something about. I can't find a video, but we're going to get right into it. I know enough about what this man did to share this with you and to make it plain. So let's look at Willie Lynch. Okay? He had a strategy. His strategy was to divide black people so thoroughly that they would self-regulate, in a sense, and self-regulate their own oppression for centuries to come. Okay? His tactics was pit young against old, light skin against dark skin, male against female. And he wanted to replace trust with suspicion between me and you as black people. And he wanted to replace our love for one another with fear for one another. And it worked. Not because his tactics were perfect, but because they were tied to a long-range vision. Talk back to me. So, which comes first in Willie Lynch's plan? And really, which comes first in general, in any system? Because really, this is nothing more than a system. And I'll get to that. But which comes first? Is it strategy or is it tactic? Strategy must always come first. Write this down, family. Because it's worth writing down. It's worth understanding. Tactic must always come first. Think of it like a GPS system. Strategy is the destination. That's what strategy is. Tactics are the turns that you have to take to get to the destination. Does that make sense? If you don't know where you're going, every turn feels late or urgent, but you're just driving in circles. I'll give you some examples. And these are to allow us to reflect on our current situation. Think about this: the civil rights movement. Strategy. Legal and social equality. Right? So-called. Tactics. Marches, boycotts, sit-ins. Corporate America. Strategy. Total market domination. World domination. Tactics. Aggressive ads. Technician addiction. Celebrity endorsement. Okay. Willie Lynch. Strategy. Perpetual division. Tactics. Propaganda. Miseducation. Family destruction. These are systems. And so what are you saying, Brother Yahya? Our whole goal here is to replace or opt out of old systems and create new systems. Why? Because you see what the old systems have benefited us. You see it. You understand it. And so I bring up these systems that have not benefited us. I show you the makeup of how these systems work. They have to have a strategy. The strategy must come first, then they operate in the tactics. Okay? That's what we have to do as well to create new systems. You can't have tactics first and no strategy because you don't know where you're going. You have to know where you're going. And in our case, we understand if we are a people that are being destroyed for the lack of knowledge, and the system that we're in, we're waking up to how it is destroying us, then we're going to have to find out a way to either create new systems or become a part of somebody else's system. So I've got 10 questions to challenge the mind tonight. Now let's just pause, reflect on these questions. Okay? What's your strategy for personal and collective freedom? What is your personal strategy? Are your actions today aligned with that vision? Meaning, are you pursuing it? Acting it out? Do we celebrate our tactics without questioning where they lead? These are good questions, aren't they? I'm just here to, make you reflect on these things tonight. My fourth question: how is America still using Willie Lynch and his blueprint today? My fifth question: can strong tactics fix a weak system? Question 6: why are the systems of America showing cracks in 2025? Question 7: what would a real strategy for black unity look like? Question 8: are we reacting to oppression, or are we building beyond oppression? What strategies, number 9, will our children inherit? What happens if we keep mistaking motion for progress? I want you to think about that. Why America's strategy is weak. Are you ready? America's systems were built on lies. Lies about race, lies about history, lies about God. And anything built on lies is temporary. And truth has a way of rising out of the ashes. And falsehood, it no longer matters. It just eventually will crumble. How we build stronger. Here's a format we can use in anything we do. Number one, write these down, family. These are really, really good. They work well for me and many other people as well. Number one, vision. What are we trying to achieve? What is it? Have we written it down? Do we know what it is that we're trying to achieve? Do we have a strategy? Number two, principles. What truths guide us? What will we say yes to? What will we say no to? What kind of business do we want to have? What kind of business do we not want to have? Number three, assessment. What is in our way? What is in our way? And what do we have? Now remember, strategy is the roadmap. Tactics, those are the steps. Okay? So, number 6, check and adjust. Check and adjust. That is a deep one. And a very important one. We don't want to leave that out, because you must do data on yourself, on your business. You must see how you've grown, where you've not grown, where you're going right, where you're going wrong, what you could change. How many different ways could you change it? This is how we stop fighting battles and start winning wars. And it applies to just about everything that you do. Family, the Willie Lynch system shows us how tactics and strategy are tied together. And because they're tied together, they can run for centuries, even if built on falsehood. But we are standing on a solid rock of truth. That is a fact, because we know what we've been through has never been done to a people anywhere on the face of the planet. And that is amazing within itself, but God promised the people that after 400 years of a wicked system, He would come. And He would return us back to our nature. And if they could build systems of oppression and lies, what could we build out of the truth? Love? Is it unity? What could we build? I want you to write this down. I want you to really understand what strategy is before we can even go any further into our mini series, because no matter how insignificant you think whatever it is that you do is, if you have a proper strategy and tactics in place, you're headed in the right direction. What is strategy? Write that down. What tactics align with your strategy? What tactics align with your strategy? How can I link arms with others to make our individual strategies a collective force? How can I link arms with others to make our individual strategies a collective force? And before you log off, family, hit that like button, share this video, share this live with 3 people, and subscribe, family. I thank you all. Help us push this message out to every corner. This isn't just talk, family. It's the blueprint for transformation. Peace and love to you, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Remember, action without strategy is just noise. That's all it is. And strategy without action is just a dream. So it's time for us to use both. Let's build, let's grow. This is your brother Yahya signing off for Buried in the Shallow Grave, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace and blessings.